I haven't got Carol, Dan, Holly, Hayley.
Right, good evening, everyone. Sorry about the slight delay there. That's, and I've actually ended up missing out on giving shout outs to everybody because you've all been wonderful. But I just see Neil's joined us. I only just beat you, Neil, by a minute or so there. So let's just hope that we don't have any gremlins this evening. Right. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Sorry, I can't see an awful lot, but there we go. A bit of product placement, I believe it's called. Bright and orange, just like the sunshine. So hopefully you're all sat somewhere nice and cool, ready for this evening. I think we've nearly got everybody. If you've joined, oh, Susie's joined. Hi, Susie. Glad you could make it. As with every good teacher, I'm afraid I do have a tick list this evening just to try and make sure we don't start too soon and give everybody a chance to join in. I know there's a few people that are using the phone. So if you're out there, you could drop Barry a message. Barry is my tech support this evening. Charlotte has relinquished her job to Barry because she's actually representing the Butlers on another online event. It's amazing that you can actually have a diary clash in lockdown, but there we go. So Claire and Holly's there, brilliant. Hey, Kev, brilliant. I'm glad you're on as well. So that's Hayley and Emmy and Ava as well. So that's super. Actually, it's a good opportunity to just say that we really are a family show this evening. So we do have quite a few under 18. So just bear that in mind when you're busy texting, because don't forget, while I can see, so everybody else can see your comments too. I know they can't see you, but they can read what you've put. So hi to Tracy as well. So that's brilliant. I think we might almost be there to start. I think I'm just going to look across to my tick list. I don't know if Dan and Jacob are out there who could give us a tick. So I do know we might have a few people joining late, but I'm pretty sure we are almost all there. Hopefully Lynn and Carol, who I know are using their phones this evening, could just drop Barry a message. That would be super. Anyway, let's get going. And we come up with a one. Right, okay. So just working out the tech support. There we go. I don't know. Hi, Katie. Nice to see you this evening as well. So anyway, let's get started. Welcome to Bush Bingo Returns. That was something I never thought I'd hear myself saying, but there we are. And thank you again for your absolutely amazing support. I can't believe that you've been willing to give your time again this evening, and with continued donations. So as with the last one, I will let you know at the end of the evening how much we've raised from this one. But hopefully that you all have another good evening of fun, and nobody falls out with their other halves or their family members too much. We are 21 households again this evening across the UK, which is totally phenomenal. And I will try and do shout outs as we go along. But we do actually have some newbies this evening, as well as some, I'd like to call you regulars. I'm not sure whether 2 games counts as regulars, but you are in my eye. So we've got some newbies, so I'm going to go over the rules again in a moment. But a quick hi to Alex and Joe in Bangor in Wales. So I told you, I mean, does that almost count as international? Maybe. That'd be quite cool. So you've got 4 sheets in front of you. Each sheet is 1 game. So we're going to play 4 games this evening. And we should be done around about an hour. So again, you might even make it out for that last little bit of sunshine for the evening. I will do a break between games 2 and 3. To give you a chance to stretch your legs. So the first thing we do is we play for a line, and a line is 5 numbers that go across in a horizontal direction, and they can be on any one of the 3 blocks that you've got. So that gives you 9 chances to call bingo for a line, because there's 9 lines going across. So in any one of those 3 blocks. And then after we've had a bingo for a line, Then you are going for a full house. A full house is 15 numbers in one of the blocks. So you've got 3 blocks on your sheet. So as long as you've crossed off all the numbers in one of those blocks, that's a full house, and you can shout bingo. Now, normally on a proper bingo game, you would call out your numbers and we would check them. But of course, there are no cheaters. I know that was an awful joke from last time in this game. So I'm going to completely trust you, and you don't need to tell me what numbers you've crossed off. And it's okay if there's more than one bingo. You will all get a prize. And in fact, they are different prizes from last time as well. So no repeats of that. Okay, now the biggest thing is calling bingo, clearly. And the one thing we have learned from last time is that there is actually quite a long time delay between you typing something and me actually seeing it on the main computer, which is why in tech support, Barry is hopefully seeing your messages more of a live time. And he will try and let me know that bingo's been called even before I see it. So I think he's got something up his sleeve in case he needs to do that. And hopefully you can hear that. That's the bingo buzzer to stop me from calling out too many more numbers. Yeah, okay. Hopefully we won't get too carried away with that one. And so I think, very serious job, Dave, it has to be said. This could be make or break for Barry, that's all I can say. So I think, without further ado, it's definitely more important to get going. And so I'm going to say, good luck, everybody. Eyes down, and let's pull out the first number. So for the first number this evening is 7070. I'm just going to go and try a little bit of a bigger gap to give everybody a chance to type anything, although we're not up to bingo yet. You do need 5 numbers for that. 3030. 6 and 4, 64. Rise and Shine, 29. That's one of my new ones for this evening. 1 and 5, 15. Unlucky for some, 13. 1 and 3. 4 and 6, 46. Sweet 16, 1, 6. Okay, now we've had more than 5 numbers. You might be getting close, or maybe not. 8 and 7, 87. 8 and 1, which is that fat lady with a walking stick, 81. 5 and 9, 59. 5 and 2, 52. Legs 11, and I'm afraid you'll have to do the wolf whistle yourself because that's the one thing I'm not very good at doing. 3 and 6.
Buffering.
Oh, okay. I'm gathering that we're buffering. I will hold on, and thank you for letting me know. We'll hold on and see how we're getting on. Okay, so Swindon's doing okay. I do know that the Zakia is up in Cheltenham, and I do know that a friend in Gloucester was having internet problems earlier this afternoon, so whether it's a bit localised up north from Swindon. Okay, oh, Bristol's doing well, thank you, Claire. Last number, I will check my technical system, was legs 11.
No on your head.
No, I didn't call that.
No,
okay, thank you. North Wales is doing well. Hopefully it's sunny in North Wales as well.
That's 5 numbers.
The first 5 numbers, I can tell you what they are. The first, because we do have a system for that. It's so everybody, you've already had these numbers. These are the first 5 numbers only. 7070, 3, 0, 30. 6, 4, 64. 2 and 9, 29. And then it's the number 15. So hopefully that's given you a chance to catch up. Okay, but thank you very much. That's exactly what we want. If you have any problems, do drop us a message, and we will do our best to sort it out and hit back up again. Right, brilliant, okie dokie. Right, fingers crossed, that is it for Gremlins this evening, and we're going to continue as smoothly as we can. Right, now I have to say, I think I may have called this one, apologies if I have, 3 and 6, 36. That's the one I've got in my hand. So it's might have been called twice, but only next to each other. 2 and 4, 24. 7 and 1, 71. On its own, the number 6. Top of the shop, 9090. Numbers are bouncing all over the place today. 5 and 1, 51. On its own, the number 9. 6 and 9, 69. 2 and 6, 26. Sixes are proving very popular. 3 and 9, 39. Aha, this one had to come out at some point. 2 little ducks, 22. Whack, whack, whack. Sorry, had to be done. Oh, followed by 1 sad little duck all by itself, the number 2. Whack. It's all right, that's about as good as the animal noises get, even though it is a bush bingo. Oh, I've got a bingo from Dave Tong. Okay. Oh, actually, my system seems to be working better than Barry's system. Oh, there we go. There you are, Dave. You've got a bingo buzzer. Thank you very much. That is lovely. We're just going to put that in our notes. So a line prize will be winging its way across the road. Fantastic. So sorry, everybody. That is the line for game 1 gone, but we are now paying for different prize and a full house. All right. So the tension will need to build as we call out a few more numbers. So moving on, full house, that's 15 numbers in one of the blocks, one of the 3 blocks that you've got. That's the one. 6.
The number 15.
6 and 7, 67. I've already got that. Oh, 5 and 7, 57. 7 and 4, 74. 4 and 9, 49. And it's a full dozen, the number 12, 1 and 2. 8 and 2, 82. 6 and 5, 65. 4 and 2, 42. 7 and 3, 73. On its own, the number 5. 8 and 6, 86. 8 and 4, 84. 3 and 4, 34. Life begins at 40, 40. 7 and 5, 75. 80. Now, I would believe some of you are beginning to get a little bit close, maybe 2 or 3 numbers away from that 4 house, maybe. Right. Knock at the door. It's number 4. 4 and 5, 45. 4 and 1, 41. 3 and 7, 37. 2 and 3, 23. 5 and 3, 53. Now, I don't know whether I'm just getting hot in the sunshine or the tension is building, but I am sure some of you are hopefully not falling out at home over these numbers. 1 and 9, 19. 7 and 2, 72. 3 and 5, 35. 3 and 2, 32. 8 and 5, 85. Just giving people time to type that bingo. I didn't say that you might want to have bingo already typed in, so you only have to press send. It would save you those valuable seconds if you're going to call bingo. 4 and 7, 47. 8 and 3, 83. 2, 0, 20. Definitely the number of counters is going down. And key of the door, it's 21. 2 and a 1, 21. 5 and 6, 56. 2 and 7, 27. Cup of tea, the number 3. Hopefully you can tell I've been practicing with the new phrases. 3 and 1, 31. 4 and 3, 43. I know I can't get any of you to let me know how close you're going because you might miss an important number, mightn't you? 7 and 8, 78. Boris's Den, number 10. Yeah, pressure is definitely mounting. I can feel it. All the 7s, 77. Somebody's going to have their lucky number. Oh, so Barry spotted a bingo before me. Susie! And Susie is one of our newbies. Susie is head of fundraising at David Shepherd Wildlife Foundation. So it's lovely to have Susie on board, which is brilliant. So well done, Susie. We will sort out posting your prize to you once we finish the game. So and hopefully you will enjoy it when it arrives. Fantastic. Right, I am really sorry, everybody else, that's game 1 over. So you need to put that piece of paper away. In fact, preferably in the recycling bin, obviously, because we're very eco and environmentally friendly. And get out game 2. And I will make the jingling noise as all the counters go back into the bowl. I can't remember if I showed you last time, but it's a very African themed bowl that we're pulling the numbers from tonight. So I just need to put them all back in, make sure I don't lose any on the floor. That would be incredibly unfair. So as you can see, if you win a line, you're not guaranteed to win the full house. It's not. It doesn't work that way. So it's always good to have more winners. So well done to the winners from game 1. On to game 2. Eyes down. Good luck, everybody. And we're off, and we're starting with that fat lady with her walking stick. 8 and 1, 81. 5 and 2, 52. Alex, I can see a bingo's come through for you. That's absolutely fine. We will count you in with that one as well. It's obviously just been a little bit of a delay, so that is absolutely fine. So just giving a nod to my tech support. So the more the merrier. We'll put it down to a little bit of a Welsh delay coming over the border there. And obviously check. Sorry, now it got quarantined. Oh, you didn't mean to send it. Oh, okay. Not sending it back then. Barry was quite chuffed because he said he thought it got quarantined. All right. So it's all right. Perhaps I'll send you a little treat anyway. We'll see. And now I've completely forgotten what numbers I've got to. Right. 8 and 1, 81. 3 and 2, 32. Right. Okay. Back we go. And the number 5. Perhaps the sun's just getting to me a little bit today. It may be. 1 and 7, 17. All the 7s, 77. Cup of tea, the number 3. That's probably tea's probably a little bit too hot this evening, isn't it? And it's a bullseye, 5050. Hopefully you're all able to hear me well, and you don't really need to see me properly. You just need to be able to hear the numbers, don't you? On its own, the number 7. 7 and 9, 79. 2, 0, 20. 8 and 2, 82. 4 and 7, 47. All the 4s, 44. 8 and 9, 89. 6 and 3, 63. 6 and 4, 64. 2 and 9, 29. 4 and 5, 45. 6 and 2, 62. 4 and 1, 41. 2 and 7, 27. Clickety click, 66. 3 and 8, 38. All the 5s, 55. 5 and 3, 53. 6 and 1, 61. I'm feeling like we might be getting close to that line. We've had a lot of numbers pulled. We're only looking for 5, remember. It's the line, just one line for game 2. So 5 numbers in a line somewhere on your sheet. So we must be getting close. 6 and 7, 67. 2 flat ladies, 88. At that point, I will say hi to Maz, but that is not an insult, anything to do with fat ladies. Oh,
again?
And no, really? Now, I don't know, Dave, is that you or is that Caroline or Will? Are we sharing the prize or are you just going
Caroline.
for? So, Caroline this time. Well, at least that's fair, keeping it in the family, but still sharing it. So well done. Right. Okay, looks like there we are. For lines, you need to be in Swindon, and for full houses, well, Susie's actually based in London, so we'll have to see where the full house. Oh, you don't know what the prize is yet, Dave, to know whether you want to share it or not. So, everybody, we are now moving on to the full house for game 2. So that's 15 numbers in one of the blocks. Okay, so a little rummage around. And the first number out is 4 and 8, 48. 7 and 4, 74. 5 and 9, 59. All the threes, 33. 8, 0, 80. 3 and 7, 37. 7 and 2, 72. Sweet 16, 1, 6. 4 and 3, 43. 3, 0, 30. The bingo buzzer is probably about the one thing that does manage to make me stop mid-sentence, it has to be said. 3 and 1, 31. 1 and 9, 19. Although I think I might be taking the batteries out after the end of this game. 2 and 6, 26. We've got a few more to go before we get close to that full house, I think. 3 and 4, 34. 2 and 3, 23. 6 and 9, 69. 8 and 6, 86. Numbers are definitely more dotted around this time. 3 and 5, 35. Key of the door, it's 21. 3 and 6, 36. 7 and 8, 78. 7, 0, 70. 8 and 3, 83. 1 and 4, 14. Boris's Den, number 10. Hopefully you're all keeping up, staying awake. 3 and 9, 39. 7 and 1, 71. 7 and 6, 76. And on her own, one fat lady, the number 8. 8 and 7, 87. We might be beginning to get a little bit closer. Could be waiting for 1 or 2 on the floor. Well, there we go. And it's bingo to either Kev, Hayley, Emmy or Ava. I'm sure we will find out in a minute. Ava was very lucky on our last one. She did well at winning prizes. I don't know who in that family, but well done. And I've just got to my number 22 where I would normally be quacking. So that's probably a really good time. It was Hayley that won. So well done, Hayley, for stopping me doing the quacking. I'm very, very pleased about that one. I think so is everybody else. Brilliant. Well done. So now we come to that point where it's a good time for you to refill your glasses. Hopefully you've got something tall and cold. I'll tell you, I'm going to have to remove the buzzer temporarily out of somebody's reach. A nice tall glass of something, either alcoholic or non-alcoholic. I have my Diet Coke in my elephant tumbler, as we were last game. So I just wanted to, while people are stretching their legs, those of you that aren't going anywhere, get to listen to me just for a little bit more, the message behind, to some extent, why we are doing these things. So as you logged into my YouTube channel to set up either the last game or this game, you'll notice that there's a 15-minute video on there, and many of you might well have had the time to watch it. and it's called For the Love of Elephants. Now, last week I shared the 3 projects that Barry and I have been lucky enough to go and visit. And Game Rangers International, based in Zambia, and Jenny is online playing bingo with her family in Hampshire. So Game Rangers International was one of the projects that we have very much enjoyed visiting. Now, when we went out to visit Game Rangers International, or GRI, in Zambia last year, I knew that we didn't just want to go and be tourists. I knew that I wanted our visit to make a difference. And I also knew that occasionally that their volunteer placements don't always get filled. So as well as taking over a case of goodies, so we took over scarves and iPads and books and other things that they might have needed, we actually spent the time putting together a video of both the sites, the Elephant Nursery in Lusaka and the release facility in Kafue National Park. So to put together a video that we could come back and use to tell the story and to encourage others to go out there. I think what was most memorable, actually, was the fact that we hadn't expected the effect that meeting the people out there would have on us. The real boots on the ground, and it's from all walks of life and all different jobs, whether it's Esther, who looks after the camps, or the cooks, or the volunteer organisers, the vets. It didn't make any difference. All these people actually made a great impression on us while we were out there. And then, so we came back wanting to really make a difference to them. The David Shepherd Wildlife Foundation are an integral part of GRI's story, right from its inception and how it continues to grow and support the elephants, releasing them into the bush. And it's really, really important and very close to our hearts. However, I felt that I almost had a slightly different mission for 2020 and decided to take my fundraising path down a slightly different route. In fact, I decided I would upgrade it, so to speak, from a path into a bit of a dual carriageway. So alongside the usual fundraising for the David Shepherd Wildlife Foundation, which you all know we're passionate about, and all the projects are absolutely phenomenal, wherever they are in the world, whatever species they are supporting. But also, I wanted to take on the opportunity to fundraise for Game Rangers International specifically, to make a difference to the people that we've met. So in February, I did actually post some teasing photos of a fundraiser that I had set up specifically to support GRI. And the idea was that when I got back from India in March, that this fundraiser would be launched and we would be kept busy fundraising specifically this time for GRI. Now, obviously, it was not the time when I got back in March to launch such a fundraiser. So I would be really grateful if you took the opportunity to watch my video, albeit, you know, it was the first time I put something together, iMovie, so please be kind when you review it. But please look at it, learn more about Game Rangers International, and so that when this fundraiser, which is only being postponed, when this fundraiser launches in the autumn, I do hope that you will be able to support me on that one as well. So that was my little plug. Did feel like I was doing some sort of party political broadcast there, but hopefully you found it interesting and you learned a little bit more about our motivation and some of the wonderful causes that we've been supporting over the years we've been involved with the David Shepherd Wildlife Foundation. Now, hopefully everybody is back and settled down and ready for game 3. I am just going to take the one slurp of drink that I get a chance to do. So I'm being told that somebody wants their buzzer back. So I'm going to hand the buzzer back to Barry. And I'm now going to make sure all the numbers are back in the bowl. And we'll be playing game 3 for one line. So one line, 5 numbers in a row. Okay, so sorry, just a little bit of a hay fever nose. And no, luckily it didn't warrant a buzzer, so we're all right. Okay, right. So, oh, thank you, Jenny. That's, as you can see, Jenny is under Game Rangers International, under her own channel, actually. So, but I know she's there, and I know that 2 players have multiplied into 3 at her house, as I know it has in several houses. So, wonderful to have you all there. I can't keep saying thank you enough for your support, but I will give you our new total at the end of the evening. So, in fact, we're going to pull the first number now. Eyes down, game 3, playing for a line 7070. 5 and 3, 53. 4 and 9, 49. On its own, the number 5. Key of the door, 21. Actually, I've just noticed that the sun has moved round, so I'm going to have to ask my tech support to be very technical and pull the other curtain. So he'll be telling me that's not part of his job description next. There we go. So not being blinded by the sun. On its own, the number 3. Bullseye, it's 50, 50. Followed by 8 and 0, 80. 2 and 5, 25. Coming of age, 18, 1 and 8. It's lovely to have some under 18s playing this evening, so thank you all very much for coming. Hopefully you are enjoying it and having fun. I'm sorry you haven't won yet, but you never know. Clickety click, it's 66. 6 and 8, 68. 6 and 5, 65. It's the Heinz variety, 57, 5 and 7. 5 and 4, 54. On its own, the number 6. 5 and 6, 56. Now, as we've pulled more than 5 numbers, it's okay to call bingo, but only if you've got 5 numbers in a row. All the 3s, 33. Oh, all the 4s, 44. On its own, the number 2. So 1 little duck to 1 little quack. 2 and 4, 24. 2 and 3, 23. 3 and 7, 37. 2 fat ladies, Maz, just for you, 88. And as I said, that is not me being rude.
Okay.
She won't moan. 7 and 1, 71. Must be beginning to get close. You can sort of feel that. Oh. What was that? 88, Jane? Is that your mum's age? Perhaps I'll go for that one next time. Go for Granny's age. Sounds much nicer than 2 fat ladies. You've got time to type a message as well while playing. 6 and 1, 61. I thought it was going to be a bingo as well. That must mean you're not doing very well tonight, Jane. I am sorry. 3 and 1, 31. We must be getting close. I can feel the pressure building. Very desperate to use his buzzer again. 1 and 4, 14. Legs 11. So the number 11, and you have to do your own wolf whistles, remember? It's called audience participation, except I just can't hear you, but I'll trust you. 7 and 8, 78. Wow, we're going to have a huge rush in a minute. I can feel it now. On its own, the number 9. So I'm going to just leave a slightly longer gap in between. Sorry, you're going to have to put up with a little bit more waffle from me. 2 and 8, 28. Just to give people a chance to type. 4 and 1, 41. 2 and 9, 29. We were still going for a line, weren't we? We seem to be going, we'll end up with full houses at this rate. 8 and 6, 86. Oh my goodness me. 4 and 5, 45. Oh, the tension's building in the Butler house, that's all I can say. I don't know about the rest of it. Oh, thank goodness for that. And it's Jenny. There we go. That is definitely not a fix, everybody, just having spent a few minutes talking about GRI. So congratulations. Well, it could be any one of Jenny. Oh, it's Jenny's mum. Right. Well done, Jackie. Thank you very much for taking part and congratulations on winning. My tech support is making a note of that as we speak. Gosh, but it took us a long time to get to that one, which possibly means that the full house will not be far away. So do keep your eyes open. Remember, you're going for all 15 numbers in one of the blocks. Right, so let's pull the next one in. It's 7 and 3, 73. 5 and 8, 58. 6 and 7, 67. 4 and 3, 43. I got so sidetracked, I've forgotten all the fancy bingo lingo. 8 and 3, 83. 8 and 9, 89. 7 and 6, 76. It's that one fat lady with her walking stick. 8 and 1, 81. 1 and 7, 17. 4 and 8, 48. 1 and 9, 19. 6 and 4, 64. 8 and 5, 85. 1 and 5, 15. 7 and 2, 72. We've got a dozen. 1 and 2, 12. And on its own, the number 1. 7 and 9, 79. Knock at the door, it's number 4. All the 7s, 77. 8 and 7, 87. Top of the shop, number 90, 90. 4 and 2, 42. 6, 0, 60. I reckon there might be a few people out there waiting for maybe 2, 3 left for their full house. I think that's what I'm going for anyway. Lucky for some, it's the number 7. Is it going to be lucky for anybody for their full house? 6 and 2, 62. 7 and 4, 74. Hey! And we have a full house bingo on for Tracy. Congratulations, Tracy. I'll do the buzzer on Barry's behalf. It got through to me before it got through to Barry. Isn't technology an amazing thing? Right, so that is game 3 to go into the recycling box. Just before we start game 4, can I ask you when we get to the end if you will be patient enough to stay on live stream for just 1 minute or so, because I've got 2 little announcements that I would like to make at the end. One of them is obviously how much money we've been raising over these Bush Bingo games, but there's another little one to add alongside as well. So if you could not jump off, if you've got the time to just give me an extra minute, that would be lovely. But congratulations to our 2 winners, Jackie and Tracy, on game 3, and we are now going into the last game of the evening, game 4, starting off with 1 line. So the counters are just going back into my lovely bowl. It's so good when something that you really like and is also very beautiful becomes very practical as well. So that's always very useful. Right, bit of a rummage. Off we go. 5 numbers in a line. Eyes down. Good luck, everybody. And we start with 6060. Gosh, she's been popular today, if a bit lonely. 8 and 1, 81. It's that fat lady with her walking stick. I think she might have been out on every single game tonight. But it's okay. 8 and 2, 82 has come out next to her. On its own, the number 6. 8080. On its own, the number 5. 7 and 2, 72. Sweet 16, 1, 6. 1 and 5, 15. It's interesting how the numbers are coming out next week over tonight. Bullseye, it's number 50, 50. Unlucky for some, 1 and 3, 13. But you never know, somebody might get a line with it. All the 5s, 55. 5 and 1, 51. 4 and 6, 46. Coming of age, 18, 1, 8. 7 and 3, 73. 8 and 6, 86. 4 and 2, 42. 2 and 3, 23. Knock at the door, it's number 4. 6 and 8, 68. And on its own, the number 9. 2 and 6, 26. All the 3s, 33. We've got a full dozen, the number 12. Lonely lady, 1 fat lady, the number 8. Lots of lonely numbers coming out now. 1 lonely duck, whack, number 2. Now I'm guessing you're out there on the last game with about 1, maybe 2 to go, thinking, is it going to be my lucky turn? Well, I do hope so. The number of times I've jinxed it. Dave, again? Okay, I'm afraid we do have to give the Tong family in Swindon the crown for the most lines. It has to be said. Oh, Caroline, definitely no favouritism. But well done, Caroline. Thank you ever so much. That is super. So, eyes down, really serious business now. Last game of Full House for the evening. Okay, and we are starting with the one that you've got to work for, audience participation, legs 11, 1 and 1, 11. Do your wolf whistles. 5 and 4, 54. 8 and 5, 85. 2 and 8, 28. 's the Heinz variety, 57. I have realised that because I was a little bit delayed with my camera earlier this evening when everybody was hopping on and saying that they're ready, that I haven't really given a proper shout out to our newbies. So I shall try and get the newbie shout outs through this last game, hopefully before we get a full house. Top of the shop, 9090. 7070. So as I said, Susie, who was a full house winner and works for David Shepherd Wildlife Foundation, she's a newbie this evening. So I hope it's gone well and that you have enjoyed it. And whether Dorothy has stayed up to help you dab your cards or not. 5 and 3, 53. 5 and 6, 56. 1 and 4, 14. We also have Neil joining us this evening, and Neil was the artist who very kindly donated the Full House prizes for the last game. So a big thank you to Neil for doing that, and I hope he's enjoying himself this evening. I know you haven't won yet, but you never know. 2 fat ladies, 88. Life begins at 40. 7 and 5, 75. Cup of tea, the number 3. We've also got Diane joining us. So welcome, Diane. So I know Diane through various art events. She's also been shortlisted, like Neil has, for the David Shepherd Wildlife Artist of the Year competition in the past. So thank you for coming and joining us. I hope you're enjoying it. 4 and 7, 47. 3 and 1, 31. There's a shout out to Dan and Jacob, who I know are watching. I hope Jacob's having fun. I have heard that Jacob does enjoy his bingo, but I am sorry you haven't won yet, Jacob, but I hope you still had a fun evening anyway. 8 and 7, 87. 6 and 4, 64. 20, 20. And there's also a shout out to Zakia up in Cheltenham, who is joining us with her mum. Mum has played last time with Nadia, so it's lovely to have you back again, Mum. But Zakia, I hope you're enjoying your first time at Bush Bingo, because it's lovely to have you on board. 5 and 2, 52. 7 and 4, 74. So I'd be predicting that some of you are beginning to think that it could be your lucky full house. Clickety click, it's 66. All the 2s, 22. Those 2 ducks, whack, whack, whack. There we go, last time, it's okay. And then you don't have to listen to me quacking around. 3, 0, 30. Now, the only problem with promising to do shout-outs for all the newbies is I might have left somebody out. If I have, and you've got time to type away and tell me, then please do. If not, I really do apologise. Hopefully I've included you all. 7 and 6, 76. 2 and 9, 29. And of course, all you regulars of all of 2 games, you are so much welcome and very well, very pleased to have you here. 4 and 8, 48. 2 and 5, 25. Yeah, definitely feel that tension building. 3 and 8, 38. Maybe it's time that Wales had a winner, I'm not sure. 6 and 9, 69. 3 and 5, 35. We do have Lynn returning up in Bromsgrove. So hi to Lynn. We could have a Bromsgrove winner all the way up the motorway. That would be quite cool too. 6 and 3, 63. 3 and 4, 34. Or it could go all the way down to Carol and Bill in Southampton. You'll never know. On its own, the number 1. It is, I have to say, I'm beginning to feel the tension. Oh, there we go. Every time I say that, we go, right. And it has gone to, I'm not quite sure whether, I guess you're classed as Gloucester up there. So to Catherine, who I go along and help with school groups when they're running up at Nature and Art Museum up near Gloucester. So congratulations to Catherine. That's absolutely brilliant. So there'll be a prize winging its way up to Gloucester, which at least isn't in Swindon, which will make for a change. So everybody, that's the end of our Bush Bingo for tonight. So we've played 4 games. So that's 4 bits of paper to go into the recycling. Huge thank you for coming again, listening to me. And hi to, it comes up as Georgina. Georgina we know as P, who is the amazing new CEO at David Shepherd's Wildlife Foundation. So it's lovely that you've just popped in for actually a really good point, actually, P, because I'm just about to tell everybody how wonderful they've been. So this game has raised an extra £130 tonight for the David Shepherd Wildlife Foundation, which brings us to the amazing total of £380. I set the target at 50. So I'm totally blown away by your support and for turning out every evening that I say, let's do Bush Bingo, and you're here. So thank you so much. Just one little thing to say. There's going to be one more Bush Bingo in 3 weeks' time, which I would very much like you to join us if you could. It's a celebration. It's a party time, okay? Because, and I'm just going to hold up to it, because I'd like you to join me on my birthday. And I would love you to come along and play bingo with me to celebrate my birthday. It's the 15th of July. I will be posting everything out. So you have all your usual information. It might not be a glass of Diet Coke. I don't know. We'll wait and see. But if you've got the time in 3 weeks' time, then you can come along and join in, and we'll have one last game of Bush Bingo. So I will bid you all a very good night. Thank you so much. I can now get a chance to actually read all the comments down the side properly. Thank you. What do you mean people doubting whether I'm 21 again? Definitely only 21, of course. So yeah, thanks ever so much. And thank you everybody for joining. I'll message you all and hopefully see you in 3 weeks. But do go and get yourself a nice cool glass, sit out in the garden, enjoy the rest of the evening. So take care, everybody. Thank you. Bye.